Welcome friends. Let us go for the next part of discussion of general organic chemistry, that is general terms used in organic chemistry. What are the general terms and how they will be named? What is the meaning and understanding concept behind the general terms? Let us have a discussion. As we discussed in the last classes, the primary combination in organic chemistry is the chemical combination of carbon as well as the hydrogen. There is connectivity of hydrogen with the carbons, and carbon is connected with many varieties of carbons in lengthy chain. So therefore, in order to differentiate the varieties of carbons present in the lengthiest chains which are present as a part of organic compounds, there is a technical way of representation of different varieties of carbons. Before going to that one, let us have a simple discussion related to the valencies associated with the carbons. Let us see hydrogen. In primary chemical combination of organic compounds, chemical combination of carbon and hydrogens are compulsory, and carbon combines with the carbon also. Now let us discuss the different varieties of carbons as well as the hydrogens present in organic molecules. Yes, as we know of the primary chemical combinations, where in organic chemistry the primary chemical combination includes the chemical combination of carbon with carbon, carbon with hydrogen. Now here we will discuss what are meant by primary, secondary, tertiary as well as quaternary positions and quaternary positioned atoms of carbon type as well as the hydrogen type. General terms, hydrogen and carbon related discussion we are making. Hydrogen is always monovalent. The maximum connectivities, the maximum bonds that are formed by the hydrogen are 1. So therefore hydrogen combined with another one atom. Suppose in case of the primary combination, if that is another one hydrogen atom, it is an independent molecule. It doesn't have any ability to form connectivities with the others. As a result, it never be part of the organic chemistry. This is hydrogen molecule. Whereas if hydrogen chemically combines with the carbon, yes, it can connect with the carbon. Carbon can have the 4 tetravalencies. Out of those 4 tetravalencies, remaining 3 can be sigma bonds. Or in the remaining 3, it can be a situation like this. Else, it can be a situation like this. Carbon can be present in such a way that connected carbon is having one sigma bond and another sigma and pi bond combination. Maybe that can be present like this also. Yes, hydrogen connected with carbon is present in such a way that carbon is associated with extra one sigma bond followed by 2 pi bonds. These are all different situations, and the positions of the hydrogen when it is involved in chemical combination with the carbon, which is the primary combination part of the chemical compounds under organic chemistry. Whereas if I go for the carbon, carbon is tetravalent. The maximum bonds formed by the carbon are of 4, whereas those 4 bonds can be present in such a way that carbon is forming 4 sigma bonds. Second case, carbon is forming 3 sigma bonds followed by 1 pi bond. Total here 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond combination. And there is a situation that carbon is forming 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds, which are present in such a way that one side 1 sigma pi bond and other side another sigma pi bond can be present. Here also the total number of bonds formed by the carbon are of 4. Similarly, there may be a situation that carbon is forming one sigma connectivity with atom one side, and there is a triple bond for the other side of the carbon, but there is no such kind of connectivity that in between carbon and carbon 4 bonds, that is expectation of 1 sigma and 3 pi bonds is not possible, because the pi bond combination comes from the lateral overlapping, that is sidewise overlapping. Sidewise maximum we can expect for a plane perpendicularly, yes, opposite to top and bottom directions and front and back directions, we can expect the orbitals presence, but not in the other direction. So therefore there won't be a chance of forming 3 pi bonds between atom and atom, thus such kind of connectivity is not present. Thus in the chemical combination part of the primary combination of eligible atoms like carbon and the hydrogen, if you look, hydrogen varieties and carbon varieties are present like this. Due to this particular scenario here, the remaining all connectivities may be carbon connectivities. Remaining 3 connectivities may be carbon connectivities. 2 connectivities can be carbon connectivities. 1 connectivity and the other connectivity can be carbon. Else, these remaining 4 can be hydrogens. Here there is a chance to form. These 2 are eligible for the hydrogens, but this one is eligible for carbon only. And these 2 are eligible for carbon as per primary combination is concerned. Whereas in this, here there is a chance for chemical combination of either carbon or the hydrogen, but this side is obviously that is carbon only. Thus we are having all varieties of permutations and some of them are eligible, and out of those combinations, how to identify a particular carbon atom present in the lengthy chain, what is what, and thereby how to get a clarity, a description and a distinction between the different varieties of carbon atoms as well as connected hydrogen atoms is an issue that now we are discussing in the form of primary, secondary, tertiary as well as quaternary carbons and the consequent hydrogen atoms. Yes, let us go for once again the possibilities associated for the atoms present as a part of chemical combination of organic compounds. Suppose hydrogen is there, it is forming one valency, that is one bond, that one bond is the primary covalent bond, that is sigma bond. That sigma bond can be established either with hydrogen or with the carbon, but if it establishes bond with the hydrogen, that becomes an independent molecule that never be part of the organic. Whereas if it is carbon, carbon is having other valencies, it can be of anything. Thus, it can be connected with any of the carbon atom, like it can be of 3 carbon atoms, or it can be of carbon followed by this particular carbon system also, and this can be of hydrogen followed by carbon of this particular nature, this particular nature, this particular nature. Everything is eligible in organic compounds. Similarly, if I go for the carbon, carbon is having 4 valencies. Out of these 4 can be of hydrogens, because one bond can be formed by hydrogen, or it can be of carbon also. So therefore these 4 things are carbons or hydrogens. That's what I am not writing. Whereas here this is compulsorily carbon, compulsory connectivity here I am writing. This can be either carbon, this can be either hydrogen. Every 4 out of 4 whatever are there around the carbon, those 4 can be of either hydrogens or with the carbons. And here in this case we are having 3 connectivities. Out of those 3 connectivities, this sigma bond, single sigma bond connectivities can be of either carbon or the hydrogen, but whereas this double bond connectivity is just due to carbon only, because hydrogen is not eligible to form double bond. Similarly, if we go for the next part, that is carbon followed by one sigma bond at one side and triple bond at the other side. This one sigma bond can be formed by either carbon or the hydrogen, but whereas the triple bond combination just occurs with the carbon, because it is also primary combination. Yes. And in the last case we are having 2 double bonds towards left as well as the right sides of the carbon. These 2 double bonds can be formed only with respect to carbon, because in the part of primary chemical combination, hydrogen is not eligible to form any of the double bonds. Hence here the possibility is carbon and carbon. This side carbon, and remaining valencies are left. They can be present in any variety of permutations and the combinations. Like this, the combinations are allowed. The all possible varieties of chemical combinations in the primary chemical combination part of organic chemistry are like this. Now let us go in a bigger molecule, how to identify the different varieties of carbons and the corresponding associated hydrogens. Yes, for this generalization and the technical terms associated in the primary chemical combination, we will take carbon as the reference, because Carbon can form multiple bonds, more than one bonds. It is the species that is responsible for elongation of the chain, connectivity of atoms present from one end to other end of the molecule, but not the hydrogen, because hydrogen can form only one bond. If it forms that bond, it can be present as a part of the chain, but it is not responsible for the extension of the chain. Due to this reason, carbon is taken as primary atom or the compulsory atom for the extension of the atoms in the lengthy chained molecules of the organic compounds. So therefore carbon is taken as reference. With the carbon the explanation begins. Let us go for the case 1, whereas carbon is connected with only one carbon is there, and that carbon is connected with all 4 hydrogens. See here I am taking carbon, it is having 4 valencies. Those 4 valencies are connected with just hydrogens. So therefore such kind of carbon where carbon is no way connected with any of the other carbon atoms are said to be primary carbon atom. This carbon is said to be first degree carbon atom, which is known as primary carbon atom. Similarly, let us go for the extension of the chain in a saturated manner. Carbon and carbon are connected by single bond, whereas here the remaining 3 valencies are associated with the carbon. See, these are the 3 valencies, and here also there are 3 valencies. Let us go in a simplest manner that these of all are connected with hydrogens only. So if I look at the carbons primarily, this carbon is connected with only one carbon. If I take just carbons as the reference, this carbon is also connected with only one carbon. Such kind of carbons, carbon in the lengthy part of the molecule which is associated or connected with another one carbon are known as primary carbons. Hence this carbon is also known as first degree carbon, and this is also known as first degree carbon, which is known as primary carbons. If I extend the chain with the 3 carbon atoms, yes, 3 carbon atoms for the generalization, what I am expecting is 3 carbon atoms are connected one with other through single bonds. The remaining valencies I will fulfill, the remaining valencies associated with the carbon with the hydrogens. Let us see here, how many are there? 3. How many are there? 2. How many are there? 3. And these of all are with the hydrogens, 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 hydrogen, 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 and the hydrogen. If I look, the terminal carbon atoms are having one atmosphere. This is terminal, right terminal, and this is terminal. This is left terminal, and this is right terminal. This right terminal atom is connected with one carbon atom. Left terminal atom is also connected with one carbon atom. Such kind of carbons which are connected to just one carbon atom in the elongation of the chain portions are said to be the primary carbons. Yes, this is first degree. This is first degree. Whereas the middle carbon is connected with how many carbons? 2 carbons. Such kind of carbon is said to be secondary carbons. So this is secondary carbon. So the carbon which is connected either with 0 carbons or one single carbon are said to be primary carbon. Carbon in the lengthy part of the chain, if it is connected with more than one carbons, then it comes under secondary, tertiary, quaternary category. If it is connected with 2, then it is known as secondary. If it is connected with 3, that is known as tertiary. If it is connected with 4, maximum 4 are there. 4 out of 4 are connected by the carbon atoms are said to be quaternary carbon atoms. Suppose if I go for that particular molecule in a linear manner like this, this is a molecule of the hydrocarbon, whereas this is carbon-carbon connected. Else I will write in simplest manner, carbon connected with carbons in such a way that carbon is connected with how many carbons? 3 carbons. And this is having all hydrogens. This is having the middle carbon is having one hydrogen out of 4 valencies. The one valency is with the hydrogen, remaining 3 valencies are with the carbons. As I know, this is primary, this is primary, this is primary, this will becomes what? Tertiary carbon atom. Similarly, there is one variety of carbon system, whereas these 4 valencies are connected with the carbons only. Carbon, 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 carbon. Whereas it is having 3 hydrogens. It is also having 3 hydrogens. three hydrogens, but the middle carbon, if I look at, that is connected with how many carbons? Four carbons. Hence that particular carbon is said to be what? Quaternary carbon. Like this, in the organic molecules, if I look at the primary chemical combination, carbon connected with either 0 or 1 carbons is primary, carbon connected with 2 carbons is secondary, carbon connected with 3 carbons is tertiary, carbon connected with 4 carbons is quaternary. But this is irrespective of number of bonds. Maybe that is single bond, maybe that is double bond, maybe that is triple bond. We will go extension portion of that one. And before going to that, whichever hydrogens are there, hydrogens present on a particular primary carbon atom are known as primary hydrogens. If I look at the first case, that carbon is primary carbons are 1, and the remaining all hydrogens are connected with the primary carbon. Hence these of all hydrogens are said to be primary hydrogens. For the case of primary hydrogens, one thing is clear: everywhere hydrogen is connected with one bond, but they are of different categories as per connectivity associated with the carbon with which they are making connectivity. అవి ఎవరితోటైతే కనెక్టివిటీని ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేస్తున్నాయో, by taking that particular part into consideration, దాన్ని మనం లెక్కలోకి తీసుకొని hydrogens are classified as primary hydrogens connected with primary carbons. And here also all hydrogens are of primary hydrogens. Here these 3 hydrogens are primary hydrogens, these 3 hydrogens are of primary hydrogens, but the middle carbon is connected with 2 hydrogens. Middle carbon is not the primary carbon, hence the hydrogens are also not the primary hydrogens, these are secondary hydrogens. In the same way, if I go to the next example, here the connected terminal are all terminal are primary, whereas those of all are connected with 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, total 9 hydrogens are of primary hydrogens. Middle carbon is tertiary carbon, corresponding hydrogen is also known as tertiary hydrogen. Similarly here, in this case, the central carbon atom is connected with 4 carbons, hence it is known as quaternary carbon. But it is quaternary implies what? Connected 4 valencies with the carbons. There is no leftover valency to make a connectivity with hydrogen atom. Hence, this portion is not having any kind of hydrogens. So the varieties of hydrogens possible are primary, secondary, tertiary, but not the quaternary. Here in this case, primary carbons are there, quaternary carbons are there, primary hydrogens are there, secondary is not there, tertiary is not there, quaternary is also not there. Thus, what we can feel is carbon can be of primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, 4 varieties. But the hydrogens are primary, secondary, tertiary, but not quaternary. And everywhere hydrogen forms only one bond, but they can be divided as primary hydrogen, secondary hydrogens, tertiary hydrogens, because the reason or the logic behind the classification, segregation is to which carbon atom it is connected. If it is connected with primary carbon, then it is primary hydrogen. If it is connected with secondary carbon, then it is secondary hydrogen. If it is connected with tertiary carbon, then it is tertiary hydrogen. Now we will write a simplest saturated molecule which is having minimum number of carbons associated with all varieties of carbon atoms as well as possible hydrogen atoms. Now the next question is, write the saturated hydrocarbon including all possible varieties of carbon atoms and the hydrogen atoms with minimum number of carbons. Yes, we will conclude here. Saturated implies what? Single bonds. All single bonds implies just sigma. No pi. There is no pi bond. Always only sigma bonds are present in saturated system. Whereas in that we have to write the all varieties of carbons and all varieties of hydrogens. What are the all varieties of carbons here? Primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Whereas varieties of hydrogens are primary, secondary and tertiary. There is no quaternary. There is no quaternary. Is there is any quaternary? No. There is no quaternary because quaternary carbon is connected with 4 carbon valencies. Now we have to show all 7 varieties of things. With respect to carbon are of 4 varieties, with respect to hydrogen are of 3 varieties. Now primary, every terminal is always generally behaving as primary. But if I extend this one, this will become what? Part of the chain. it is minimum connected with the 2, hence it will becomes equal to secondary. Now what I have to write? Tertiary I have to write. How tertiary can be written? Tertiary implies what? It is connected with 3. Yes, now here it is connected with 3 carbon atoms. I wrote a carbon atom which is connected with the 3 carbons. Next I expect which one? Quaternary carbon. Yes, this is quaternary carbon. Like this, let us see. Here it is having 3 hydrogens, 3 hydrogens, 3 hydrogens, and it is having 3 hydrogens, and it is having 2 hydrogens, and it is having 3 hydrogens. Let us see in this case, this is primary carbon, and this is secondary carbon, and this one is connected with 3 carbons, hence it is tertiary carbon, and this carbon is connected with 4 carbons, hence it is quaternary, and this one is primary, this one is primary, and this one is also primary. Like this, we wrote a structure in which all varieties of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms are there. Suppose we feel this is primary, then why to write here as primary? This is also primary. If I don't write primary here, this will become secondary. That's what. Every terminal is always present in the form of primary carbon atom, terminal, 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 terminal. Interiors can be either secondary, tertiary, and in often it will become quaternary also. Thus here we are having how many carbon atoms of primary type? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are of primary. And how many are of secondary? Only 1 is of secondary, 1 is of tertiary, 1 is of quaternary. And if you count the number of primary hydrogens, here 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 3, 15 primary hydrogens are there, secondary hydrogens are 2, tertiary hydrogen is 1, quaternary hydrogens are 0. Thus, the minimum number of carbons associated saturated hydrocarbon having all possible varieties of carbon atoms as well as hydrogen atoms is like this. The name of this compound is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2 dimethyl, 2, 2, 3 trimethyl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pentane is the molecule. 2, 2, 3 trimethyl pentane is the name of the molecule, which is a saturated hydrocarbon in which all possible varieties of carbons to hydrogens are present and is associated with minimum number of carbon atoms. Yes, the identification of primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary carbons and the hydrogens in case of unsaturated molecules, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbon ethene, whereas unsaturation we are expecting double bond. Double bond implies carbon is not available, hydrogen is not available. We need minimum another one carbon. So therefore one carbon followed by another one carbon, because this particular situation is satisfied by only carbon, because carbon can form 4 bonds but not the hydrogen. So therefore that is ethane system. In this, as per the rule, carbon is connected with only one carbon, hence this is primary carbon and this is also primary carbon. Whereas in the next example of double bond associated unsaturated system, as we know this terminal is connected with only one carbon, it is primary. This is also terminal connected with one carbon, that is also primary. But whereas the middle carbon is connected with how many carbons? 2 carbons, hence it is known as secondary carbon, and in corresponding way there are number of corresponding hydrogen atoms. And the maximum possible variety of the degree of carbon atoms in case of double bond compounds is tertiary but not the quaternary, because double bond is compulsory. After leaving the double bond with the carbon to enhance its degree, the remaining 2 valencies are, if associated, are filled with the carbons. Then with maintaining double bond as unsaturation, that expected reference carbon atom can be connected with 3 carbons maximum. Hence this particular carbon is primary carbon, as we know. This is also first degree primary, and this carbon is tertiary, but it doesn't show any kind of quaternary carbons. And here in the case of triple bonded molecules, carbon and carbon should form triple bond. That is just possible by chemical combination of carbon with the other, but not with the any other things. Hence it is primary, it is also primary. Whereas in the extension, its valency can be filled with carbon also. So therefore this is primary, this is also primary, but this carbon will become secondary. We can find by maintaining triple bond as unsaturation. for that carbon atom. We can make that one as up to maximum second degree, but not with the others. See, here all valencies are filled, triple bond is compulsory, and another possibility to enhance its degree is carbon connectivity. So it is forming another one carbon connectivity, it becomes secondary, but there is no chance to get any kind of tertiary carbon atom with triple bond combination, quaternary carbon atom with a triple bond combination. And one logic is, in saturated systems, quaternary carbon is possible but not the quaternary hydrogen. In unsaturated of double bonded category, tertiary carbon is possible but not the tertiary hydrogens. Similarly, in case of triple bond systems, secondary carbon atom is possible but not the secondary hydrogen. And here in this case, maximum all possibilities if I look at. So this is primary, this will become secondary, this will become secondary. We are with secondary carbon but not with the secondary hydrogens in the triple bond systems. For that triple bond associated carbon, and here I wrote a molecule, and we are expecting that you will write all varieties of primary carbons and the all varieties of carbons and all varieties of hydrogens. I will write, you make a list of the things, how many of primary carbons are there, how many of secondary, tertiary, quaternary, followed by corresponding hydrogens like primary, secondary, tertiary. Yes, this is connected with only one carbon, that is primary. Connected with the two carbons, this is secondary. This is also connected with the two carbons, that is also secondary. And this carbon is connected with three carbons here, hence it is tertiary. And this is primary, this is always primary, already we made the discussion, and this one is quaternary. Now there is a question for you to write the many number of primary carbons, secondary carbons, tertiary carbons, quaternary carbons, followed by the corresponding primary hydrogens, secondary hydrogens, and tertiary hydrogens associated in the molecule. Like this, primary, secondary, tertiary will give a clear idea, though it is consisting of many number of carbons and the hydrogens, how many of them are of one category, how many of them are another category, how many different varieties are there. Thereby, by making that one into division, it will be giving a clear idea, clear clarity. Thereby it helps us a lot in understanding of bond energies, which bond is weak, which bond is strong, which hydrogen carbon bond is broken, which carbon carbon bond is broken. Such kind of logical interrelation of bond energies can be known from the possible varieties of carbon atoms and the hydrogen atoms present in the structure. Yes, there is another general system to understand the organic chemistry, that is alpha, beta and the extended system. A particular group is responsible for the behavior of the organic compounds, and that particular group is known as functional group. From the functional group, we start counting the carbon atoms. If it is consisting any of the carbon atom within the functional group, that is known as alpha carbon. If it is not having, then adjacent one is known as alpha carbon. Thus alpha, beta, gamma, these of all are generally counted, and corresponding associated hydrogens are known as alpha hydrogens, beta hydrogens, gamma hydrogens, etc. Now let us go for the explanation of the alpha beta version related counting of number of carbons as well as the hydrogens. Yes, alpha beta system, whereas functional group is taken as reference. The deciding portion of the organic molecule which is responsible for its characteristic physical and chemical properties is functional group. That functional group is taken as unity. From that functional group, the adjacent ones are named as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc. And the corresponding hydrogens are known as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, omega hydrogens. So therefore acid is a terminal functional group, it becomes somewhat easy, it is always present at the end. So therefore from the acid, if we count, acid is functional group and its adjacent ones are known as alphas. Whereas here also acid, the adjacent one next connected with the acid functional group is alpha, next is beta, next is gamma, and next one is delta carbon, and corresponding hydrogens are known as alpha hydrogens, beta hydrogens, gamma hydrogens as well as delta hydrogens. Alcohol functional group can be present at the terminal, can be present at the mid, because it is maintaining 1 as its valency. So therefore here, if it is terminal, the next one is, next carbon with which alcohol is connected is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon, this is gamma carbon, and this is delta carbon, and next if anything is there, that is known as omega carbon. Similarly here it is secondary alcohol present at the mid, whereas with which that functional group alcohol is connected, this is known as alpha. On both the sides the extension can be present, this is beta, this is also beta, this is gamma, this is also gamma. Like this extension, for our easiness of understanding, one we can feel it as beta dash, gamma dash, etc. Like this naming of the carbon atoms present in the extended chain is present, and in this case keto is a functional group which is present at the middle. So in this keto is having carbon within itself. So therefore after leaving keto, because adjacent to functional group is alpha, this will be alpha, this will be beta, this will be gamma, this will be alpha, this will be beta. If I keep this one as alpha dash and beta dash for our easiness, and here functional group is acid, adjacent one is alpha, and this is beta, this is also beta, beta pakkana gamma. So therefore this is gamma, and this is once again gamma, alpha, beta, gamma, and this one is delta, gamma pakkana unta delta, whereas alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and this will becomes omega, and extension is present. Like this, the connectivity from the functional group as reference, the functional group is taken as unity. Functional group may consisting of carbon, but that is not counted. Adjacent to carbon, adjacent to functional group moiety, the remaining all are successively counted as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc. And corresponding hydrogens are known as alpha hydrogens, beta hydrogens, gamma, delta, omega hydrogens, etc. Now there is a problem to calculate the number of alpha carbons, beta, gamma, delta carbons in association with corresponding alpha hydrogens, beta, gamma, delta hydrogens, etc. And once again there won't be any kind of confusion. Alpha, beta, gamma can be of either primary, secondary, tertiary, anything. Yes, there is a structure in which cyclopropyl group is there, secondary alcohol group is there, followed by substitutions are there, methyl as the substitution over the lengthy part, and terminal tertiary carbon atom is there. You are asked to calculate and find number of alpha carbons, beta carbons, gamma carbons, and corresponding hydrogens present as alpha, beta, gamma, etc. Whereas I will write first the primary, secondary, tertiary carbon atoms, then for you it is an exercise to write the number of alpha, beta versions, etc. Whereas this carbon is primary carbon, this carbon is primary carbon, but this carbon is connected with how many carbons? 4 carbons, hence it is known as quaternary carbon. It is connected with 3 carbons, hence it is known as what? Tertiary carbon, and this is primary carbon, and this is connected with 3 carbons, tertiary, 2 carbons, secondary, etc. And here generally this is used for the counting of the carbons and the hydrogens chemical combinations, that is for the hydrocarbons, not for the others. Though if I take carbons into consideration, here 1 carbon, here 1 carbon, generally it belongs to the category of secondary carbon. Thus the carbons are of this type. Now you are asked to write the corresponding alpha carbons and alpha hydrogens, carbons and hydrogens of alpha, beta, gamma, delta, omega category. Whereas the functional group associated otherwise next to the functional group is alpha, and the adjacent is beta, next one is gamma, next one is delta, next one is omega, etc. Up to here generally it is restricted. The next class we will discuss the hybridizations of the carbon atoms, percentages of S and P character, electronegativity, strength, and how to identify the hybridizations of the carbon atom and the other important atoms like the nitrogen, oxygen, halogen atoms in the organic chemistry, followed by corresponding its consequences over the organic compounds. There are other examples for you in the form of homework. Here it is an unsaturated aromatic system consisting of aldehyde as the functional group. This is aldehyde group. We will explain what are functional groups also. Now write the corresponding alpha beta version of the compounds, carbon atoms and the hydrogen atoms. and this is trichloroacetaldehyde, which is known as chloral. You are asked to write corresponding alpha atoms, alpha carbons and alpha other atoms. And here this is a cyano compound having of chlorine atom. You are asked to write alpha beta version of carbons, hydrogens, and if any other atoms are there, then those of all atoms are expected to write, because this particular way of naming is also helpful to understand a particular varieties of molecules, categories of molecules, which is helpful. Always go on falling in the IUPAC system will becomes difficult. We can say alpha halo compounds, we can say beta halo compounds, thereby understanding and the perfection of the understanding becomes easy. Mechanism generally associated with the general naming of the compounds. Thus you are asked to write all varieties of carbons, primary, secondary, tertiary and the hydrogens, and all alpha beta version related compounds and the corresponding other atoms present, and if possible write primary or out of primary how many are of alpha beta gammas, out of secondary how many are of alpha beta gammas, etc. So these are the examples as homework for your class number 3.